Hey, hi everyone. Um, Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. We're gonna be starting with today's stream, in which I'm very excited to share about the progress I made yesterday, learning some stuff I didn't know how to use before in Unreal Engine, as I was having a fight yesterday with the software. Was fighting with it to find out how to use some stuff, as I was trying to find some answers on the internet which I wasn't finding on yesterday's stream. And yeah, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it wherever you're watching. If you're on X, YouTube, on Twitch, really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's start. So yesterday, we were seeing this kind of materials, right? And the very cool breakthrough, which isn't a breakthrough at all, because the software Unreal Engine makes it very easy to do this. But you gotta make some stuff around here. You gotta write some console commands and edit some engine files, configuration files. I'm just gonna show that first, okay, to show how the process of going from this, having this kind of material, and then having, let me just, then having this. I'm just gonna apply this one. So see, this is what we had this flat material, and now we have this material with all of these geometries. See all of that detail. So yeah, it's working all right, and it looks really cool. And this is all being all these calculations are being made by the engine through the graphic card. It seems most it's been done through the graphics card and not through the CPU, so it makes it faster. So yeah, this is how you use this kind of displacement maps on Unreal Engine. I'm currently on the 5.3 version, so this is how you do that kind of stuff, which is very cool, as you can add this kind of awesome, incredible details to the geometry without well, it makes it's even faster than what I had before, it seems, because I'm using this thing called nanite with the, which is the tool. I don't know if it would be called a tool, but yeah, let's call it a tool. The tool that Unreal Engine has for this kind of geometry, and it seems that it is very fast and very optimized. And as you can see, let me just check here. There are no, you can see a lot of detail here, but there aren't that much more triangles than what we had. If you go in Unreal Engine, you go into the optimization view mode and find the shader complexity, you can see that whichever thing that is red is like, so let me explain how this works. The optimization view mode, when you're on the camera here and you see some things that are red, those things are harder on the CPU or the GPU for processing. They take more resources, more computing resources, as it gets more red. Okay, so we have this material which is flat, by the way, and yeah, it has a tone, a kind of darker green tone, and we have this one, which is completely green. See, it's on this zone. You can see the colors. If we get closer to the white, that is a very hard to compute material. And the red, it's bad. It's kind of bad. If it gets to a lighter red, darker red, the engine can manage it. Even around here, I've read. And we've got the darker greens, which are still good, but not as good as you would like. And we've got the very light greens. And see, this has more triangles, more geometry than this, and it still is better. Remember that this has this, and this is all flat. So yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm gonna be working with geometry today to optimize some of the assets that I already have on the game, and add some new materials and experiment with some of this stuff for the game. Okay, so yes, I was saying the first thing that you gotta do to enable this is that you gotta go into the project, the game project, or whichever thing that you're making. If you're making a short film, I don't know, a game or a 3D experience, you go into the project folder, into the config folder, and you fire up this file called default engine.ini, and you're gonna add these two lines on the script engine renderer settings. You're gonna add, because this isn't at the moment, it seems like this kind of displacement technique, which is called tessellation through nanite, which is the tool on Unreal Engine, isn't enabled by default. I think it's on beta, so you gotta enable it through this script. Changing up this script, you're gonna add these two lines, this one called r.nanite.allow tessellation equal to 1, which means enabled, and r.nanite.tessellation equal to 1. And then you just gotta save that file, go back into the engine, and run both of those lines as commands here on the console command. So you can see it here, nanite allow tessellation, and then space 1, and it's gonna be enabled. Okay, it's very easy. It may seem complex for some people. I know what people sometimes are afraid of using commands. I think it's very straightforward to enable this, and it's a very nice functionality, because now we have the displacement connection for the node, because we didn't have that yesterday, and we were getting all of the references to how to use displacement, saying that we could connect this, and that wasn't working. So now it's working, and it looks like this. Okay, it looks like this, which is really cool. And we're gonna be trying some other more complex materials here. Okay, so let's go back into the maps. We had the dungeon, right? Let me save this one. And remember, this one already works, but this one is still flat. Yeah, the bricks on the wall are still flat. This one is still flat. We have the normal map, which interacts very nice with the light. This one also, you can see the normal maps. They could be even more flat, but now we can start using that displacement through the tessellation method, which seems to be very fast. So let me show how this works. This already looks decent, right? I thought that I was gonna use these materials as they are, but this one looks so nice, so much nicer, and it's still pixel art. See, it's still got that pixel art look, but it's now 3D. So let me go working on this. So let me find this one, browse to asset, and we've got all the maps here, but we're still we still don't have the displacement map. We're gonna get that one from Sprite. So let me fire up Sprite in Crocodile. Okay, we've got a new update. I'm gonna install it later. So if you're watching, thanks a lot for watching, really appreciate it wherever you are. We've got a couple of viewers currently on X and Twitter, and on Twitch currently. Thanks a lot for watching, really appreciate it. You can leave a message on the chat. I'll be watching for messages today. If you want to have a conversation, I'd be happy to. Just let me know. Okay, so let me find which would be this one. Dungeon wall, I think. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let me find the original file. Ground with tiles. Let me check here. Floor tiles. I'm just trying to yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let me find the height map. Okay, height map. Where is, yeah, this is the height map. Yeah, so this would be the map which would add all of that geometry. This is like magic. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so let me try and open this one in Sprite. Okay, ground tiles 20. Okay, this is the one. Let's get it. Okay, so as I was doing yesterday, I'm still downscaling all of these textures. I'm turning them into pixel art, even the normal maps and the ambient occlusion maps and the height maps and everything. Yeah, it gives a nice touch. It works. So as you can see here, this height map is just 128 by 128 pixels in the resolution, and it looks fine. I could use the higher resolution, but it wouldn't look as cohesive as it is currently with the pixel art. So lowering the resolution really connects everything. So let me see here. This one was 128 by 128 pixels. I think. Let me just check here. I think we had this one, dungeon wall. Oh, this one was 96 by 96. Okay. even lower. Let me see if I'm gonna change this wall. Let's see if this works. If not, I'm gonna change the whole wall with new texture maps, because I think the best resolution that we've been using from all of the resolutions that I've been testing is 128 by 128. We still get that pixel art look, but we do not lose so much detail from the materials. So see, this is what we need. This is our height map. This is what we'll add that that added geometry, which is called tessellation. The method is called tessellation, which is being computed through nanite, which seems to be faster than the previous tessellation method, the traditional tessellation method on game engines. So let's see how this works. Okay, so this one would be text. Okay, dungeon wall. One, yep, and height. Okay, now I'm gonna replace this tile set. I'm gonna use this one here. Yes, I'm just using Crocodile currently as a middleman, just to export this texture with the right UVs for this model. Let me see, export scene. This one will be, which was the name? Dungeon wall 1 height. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. Let me see if this works. So I've been very excited about this. I've been yesterday. This wasn't working on the stream. Using these displacement maps, the tessellation method, and everything, the nanite stuff wasn't working on the stream. So yesterday I went on a studying quest. I went studying and finding out which were the best methods to do this. Yeah. The engine has been changing constantly, and some things are still in beta, and some on they're being still worked on. They are in final versions of the tools. So yeah, I went starting to see which was the best method, and this one seems to be like the best one and the most fun. I think it gives us very nice results with a lot of flexibility. So you can even make this even higher. We're gonna see that in other materials through the stream. So let me just add this one. So we've got the material. See, now we've got that displacement, and we can get this one here. Okay, there it is. So when you connect this one here, and then you go on to the details panel and find the, let me just close this. We've got here the displacement section, see? And we've got the magnitude and we got the center. You gotta play around with those settings depending. This depends on how your model is made and also how the height map is made. So you gotta play around. So yesterday with this one, I ended up using the magnitude of 30 and the center of 0.2, because if I used a higher center, I got the legs of the astronaut of the player were getting cropped. It seems like that changes the height of things. So let's try and see if this one works with those numbers. I'm gonna set this one to magnitude to 30, 0.2, and I'm gonna apply it. And you will still not be able to see it here on the preview, okay? And even if I come here, I will still not be able to see it on the wall. So the thing is that you gotta enable nanite model by model. Okay, that's how it works. So what am I referring to? You go into the content drawer and find the mesh. You're gonna right click it, select nanite, and enable it. And see, it's now getting a bit crazy. I'm gonna check here and see as this. Do you remember yesterday? If you're watching yesterday, if you weren't watching yesterday, no worries. I edited this. I definitely edited this file, the OBJ. I added some bevel into the sides, yeah, to the edges of the model in Blender, and yeah, now it's looking a bit funky on the edges, right? Maybe the bevel was too much, or maybe now I can't be using that bevel because we're changing the geometry 2 times. We're adding faces 2 times. So see, this doesn't work on the sides, but it does work here on the lower part of the wall. So let's see how this looks in gameplay. Yeah, this definitely is way more alive than what we had, right? Yeah, we had a very flat surface. Maybe it's a bit too much, the 30. So let me check here. Maybe 30 is it's a bit too much for that specific texture. I'm gonna apply it, and then I'm gonna see the changes get applied here. So yeah, I think that one works better, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to use the beveling from Blender, right? Yeah, because the geometry gets all destroyed on the edges. So let me see how this works. Yeah, this one looks way better. And see, we're getting all of that additional geometry with no performance hit. There's no performance hit here, so it looks great, awesome. But I think I'm gonna edit all of this. We're gonna change this to 128 and 128 to get a bit more details here. So let me just re-import this file. I'm gonna re-import this one. Maybe this one. Okay, there it is. See, now it's looking better. Oh no, not that much. Did this one had bevel also? Let me see if this one had bevel. Dungeon wall. Okay, I think this is the one that works. Yeah, we're still getting some of the. Yep, we're still getting some seams on the edges. Maybe I'm gonna fix that later. We're just gonna try to make some progress here. I don't wanna slow things down on the stream to make it more fun, but yeah, this is already looking great. And as I was telling you yesterday, not yesterday, earlier today on this live stream, we can go into the optimization view mode and shader complexity and see this shader, even with more geometry, is faster than this one, which has a more flat geometry. This is like magic. Yep. Okay, so let's continue here. So I was saying that I was gonna change all the maps, right? So let's try and do that. I'm gonna change this one. We're gonna leave it at 128. We're gonna add some pixels here. So let me do that. 128 by 128 pixels. And I'm gonna open the original maps. So we've got the height map. So it seems that we have this map which has like everything. I think it has the metallic stuff, the ambient occlusion, the height map, and I don't know what this S means, but I'm gonna be maybe trying that one later. So let me open this one. The roughness, ambient occlusion, base color, and height. Those are the ones that we're gonna be using here. Okay, there they are. Gonna copy and paste this one here. Oh yeah, we're getting way more detailed than what we had. Definitely more. So I'm gonna try and turn this one again into the same tones, the same colors. I think this one works. I like it. I like this tone even more than this one. Maybe this one was too blue, too light. And I'm gonna get the red tones. Yep. Oh, that green doesn't look bad, right? Yeah, I would say something like that. Oh, this looks nice. I like this one even more than what I had. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely make it darker. Add a bit of more contrast. Yep, awesome. Yeah, I like that even more than what we had, definitely. Way more detailed and everything, better tones. Okay, so let me close this one. Let's add some layers. So which is this one? I think this one is, where can I see the whole name of the file? This one is ambient occlusion. This one is ambient occlusion, color. Which is this one? This is the normal. Oh, this is the height map. And this is the, I think that is the roughness. Yep. This is the height map. Okay, this is the roughness map. And this is the ambient occlusion one. That is a very cool map as it adds those fake shadows, those fake tiny but very nice details to the geometry. Okay, great. Now let's export everything. Okay, I think we're missing one map here. So we've got the roughness, height, normal. Oh yeah, the ambient occlusion one. I don't know why I didn't copy that one. Okay, there it is. And this one was normal. Okay, so this one's gonna be text, dungeon, wall, 1, AO. This one's gonna be normal. This one was roughness, right? Roughness. And height. It's incredible. It's astonishing to me how this very simple image with just a couple black and gray tones can add so much cool looking geometry. It's like magic. Okay, let's start this again. Yep. Yep, I think 3 works. Maybe 4. Let's try with 4. Okay. Great. If you ever wonder why I modeled even this 3D stuff, which I could model this on Blender or any other 3D software, why would I do this on Crocodile if it isn't that much of a 3D model that I need Crocodile to model? I could do this in other software. It's all about the UVs. I do not have to do any UV wrapping on Crocodile 3D. I just bring up the textures, do whatever I want, I export, and everything is working. There's no UV unwrapping or any of that stuff. So it's very easy, very fast to make progress with Crocodile. That's why I use it like for everything currently. Okay, so does that one work? Or would I use this one? I think this one is the one that works. Yeah, definitely for both sides. Okay, awesome. We've got our 3D model now. I'm gonna see the thing about the edges later. Maybe I'm gonna fix that later on stream, maybe off stream. Doesn't matter. You gotta make progress making games and then go fixing the other stuff, any bugs that you have or anything. Sport scene. This one's going to be okay. Now we can go back into the engine. I'm gonna delete all of this, definitely. But just for the sake of not destroying anything before things work, I'm gonna add the new stuff first. Okay, here it is. Okay, awesome. Let's create a new material. No, what did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Oh, the playlist is already over. Yup. Let me find a new one. I like this one, the Vibe Craft, which is like a chill Minecraft music. Yeah, really like that one yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that one there so we can see the difference from to the new model. Okay, so if you're watching, thanks for watching. Sometimes I'm gonna make some silence. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm focused on stuff. But I'm open to chat. Okay, so just leave a message if you have any question about the development of the game, about the game development process, the learning stuff. Just leave a message. I'll be checking out the chat. Okay, so I've applied already the height map, right? But we can't see any of that new geometry. Oh, I like this song. Really like this one. We can see it because we haven't enabled nanite on this mesh. Okay, so I've enabled it. It's preparing the shader, it's loading, and now we got it. Awesome. This looks great. I really like it. Okay, so seems like we're getting less sims than what we had. Yeah, definitely. It's because this is a higher resolution texture, so we've got more points where it can connect with the new faces. But see, this is the difference of using a bit of a higher resolution texture. This is the one that we had, and this is the newest one. Way better, right? Way more detailed and everything. So let's delete all of this one. Okay, great. We've got our new walls. I think they look nice. Let me just check if I can fix this by changing the center 0.3. Gonna apply that one there. Let's see if that fixes those. Oh yeah, it does fixes it. Oh, but now we're getting the seams. Yeah. Okay, let me play around with this here. Let me try here 15 on the magnitude of the height map, the displacement. No, that doesn't work. We're gonna leave it at 20 as we had it, and let me change this one to 0.4. Maybe that works. I'm changing the center attribute. Yeah, it's getting better. What, we're still getting the seams, right? I'm gonna leave it at 0.5. Yeah, we're getting those additional faces. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna fix that later. I should definitely turn this one into a blueprint. Oh, we got a new message on the chat. Oh, when the Amazon. Okay. Hi, Wendy Amazon. What is the game about? Oh, Spaceman Memories. Thanks a lot for asking. Thanks a lot for being here. Spaceman Memories is JRPG. It's a turn-based RPG with some puzzle elements about a Japanese spaceman who comes back from a mission from space to recover his own memories because he has forgotten his memories from his childhood and his teenage years and everything. So he comes back from space from a mission, and he realizes the world where he lived is overrun by ancient Japanese spirits. So that's the game about. Thanks a lot for asking. If you have any other question, just let me know. Okay, so I'm just trying to see how this looks on gameplay. The walls. I'm really digging this. I'm really liking the additional geometry, right? And this is very fast in compute. But yeah, we're not using more computing resources than we were using before. Okay, so yeah, that works. Let's turn this one into let me turn this one into a blueprint. Yep. Also, our friend when the Omisum says, seems like a pretty cool game on the YouTube chat. By the way, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping that we can get a cool game finished here in Unreal Engine on the live streaming process and everything. So yeah, I'm making that effort to get a cool game working. Thanks a lot for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any other question. Okay, so let's make the blueprint, right? So we can duplicate in an easier way, and we can start making like a bigger dungeon map here. Okay, so dungeon floor. Yeah, dungeon floor, this one. Okay. So just to give a bit of context, if you're just joining the stream as a friend, Wendamism, or you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, I'm working today and yesterday. I've been working with materials. I've been trying to build some materials here on Unreal Engine from scratch. Been trying to show the process of using the different maps, the ambient occlusion map, the normal map, the roughness map, the color map, and everything, the height map, in adding some geometry with the height map through tessellation with this thing called nanite in Unreal Engine, which is the one that adds let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the geometry with nanite. See, we've got those faces, and that may seem like it is harder on the compute side of things, but it is not. It is way faster than using this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we've got the dungeon wall, and I'm gonna disconnect the displacement map. I'm gonna apply it here, and see, now we've got the flat wall, right? Looks kind of decent. That was what I had yesterday, sorry. But I went and found out how to use the nanite stuff and the tessellation stuff, and now we've got this. Let me reapply it. See, pretty cool. And this is faster than the flat thing, and that is the very cool thing about Unreal Engine. When things are optimized within the engine, it's gonna make your life better. So that's what I'm currently working on. I've been working on these materials and these ones, and all of these materials come from very high resolution materials, like the ones you see here from this very cool website called freestylized.com, and I've been editing them and turning them into pixel art and everything. So yeah, I was just giving a bit of context if you were just joining the stream. So let me continue here. I was trying to turn this one into a blueprint so I can start duplicating it. And this one's gonna be dungeon wall. Okay, I'm gonna delete all of this. We don't need this anymore. Yep, force delete. Okay. Okay, it's preparing the shaders, and let me see if I can replace this one. Replace selected actors with PP dungeon wall. Yep. Replace with PP dungeon wall. Okay, so why did I make the blueprint? So now I'm able to do this, to start adding more walls. Okay, no, that isn't it. It's on the vertical axis. Okay, there it is. See, I can just start adding some more walls here with the blueprint very easily. So let me add, let's say we're gonna have that in 21. Okay, there it is. Let me check it out on gameplay. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool, right? Now let's work on that floor. Yeah, I think that floor is the next one that we're gonna turn into nanite geometry. Okay, this is looking great. I'm liking how this looks. Awesome. So let's turn that one into nanite geometry. Okay, so this one was dungeon floor 3. Let me find the original texture for this one. I think this one was floor tiles. Is that the one? No, that is not the one. The other one. Yep. Yep. This is the one. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, with the rounded stuff. Yep. This is the one. Okay. So this is floor tiles 08. So I'm using 128 by 128 pixel textures currently for the kind of stuff that I've been working on. That seems to be like the sweet spot to find the balance between not losing details that much and still having pixel art. Okay, floor tiles 08. Yeah, this is the one. And oh, we've got a metallic. We've got a metallic map. Let's see where I can use that one. Let's see if that one works. If not, I'm just gonna discard it. Okay, this is the height map. So I just copy and paste everything here. If you were watching yesterday, you know what I'm doing. If you weren't watching, oh, we've got a new follower. I Simply Design. Thanks a lot for following me on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Also, we're up to 1 hour already. Yeah, I got the chat message from the coffee stream bot, which sends a message every 60 minutes. So we're up to 1 hour already. Really enjoying this stream. I think this is gonna be even more fun than yesterday's stream, because we're making better progress than yesterday using this nanite stuff. Okay, let's try and see how that metallic one looks. Where can we connect that one? Okay, awesome. So this one is dungeon floor. No, dungeon floor 3, I think. No. Yep, this is the one. This one's gonna be text, texture, dungeon floor 3, metallic. And this one's going to be height map. Okay, let's bring them up to Unreal Engine. Okay, so now we've got this one and this one, and yeah, let's add them to the material. Let me see, where can I connect? Oh, there's the metallic. Yeah, here is where the metallic one goes. Awesome. Okay, let's grab the metallic one and stick it up there. And the height map. Yep, this is the height map. Yep. Okay, let's connect it here. And let me see which parameters I'm gonna be using here on the displacement. I'm gonna start with 30 and 0.2. Let's see if that one works for this one. Okay, I'm gonna apply it, and it still doesn't work because I haven't enabled nanite on the mesh. Is this the right mesh? Yep. Okay. Yeah. So nanite It's preparing the shaders. It's loading. Let me see. Let's see if this works. And yeah, no, this isn't working. I ain't seen that much difference. No, I'm not seeing any difference on the geometry. Oh, there it is. It's not getting updated on the... Oh, this is way too much now. Yep, it's not getting updated on the blueprint. Let me just check here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, this is way too much. See, you gotta play around with the values of things. Some things aren't gonna work with, so those higher numbers. Yeah, the wall did work. Let me fix this material. Okay. So 30 is way too much on the displacement, on the magnitude. So let's try 15. We're just trying to get that subtle detail. Oh yeah, this is looking a bit better, I think. Let me see how it looks in gameplay. Yeah, I think this one does look good. Maybe 20. Maybe add a 5 more points to the magnitude of this one, so we can get a bit more detail. Yeah, I think so. Let's try that. Also, we've got a new message on the chat on Twitch. Yep, our friend is simply designed. Is this nanite tessellation in action? Definitely. That is nanite tessellation in action. This one is nanite, and this one is nanite, and this one is nanite. I've been testing on using these low resolution pixel art textures with nanite tessellation. So yeah, this is nanite. So do you also use Unreal Engine? I simply design. Are you also making games? Okay, so let me check on the magnitude. I'm gonna add a bit more to the magnitude, definitely. Maybe 20. Yeah, I think 20 would work. Would be like the sweet spot. It's preparing the shader. Yeah, it's already loaded. And let's try and see that. Yeah, I think that one works. Oh no, maybe this one is way too much. See, we're getting clipping on the feet of the spaceman now. So yeah, you gotta find the balance between things. We're gonna keep it at 15. Yeah, 15 was the sweet spot. Yeah, so we don't get clipping on the feet. See, now there's no clipping. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 15. It works. We can see the geometry and everything. So yeah, this is awesome. Also, our friend I simply designed on Twitch just sent a new message and says, yeah, yes, I use Unreal. I made and released 1 or 2 games with it. Awesome. And I made a good few projects that never got finished. Oh, that sounds great, dude. I'm really excited about talking with someone which has this much experience with Unreal Engine. Yeah, pretty cool. So what are the names of the games you've released? So I think with what you're telling me, you've got a couple of years under your belt with Unreal Engine, right? Okay, so we're gonna wait for the response, and I'm gonna now work with this one. Okay. Also, does the metallic do anything? Let me disconnect this one. Let's see if the metallic does anything. I can't see that much difference. Or maybe yes. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, we're gonna leave the metallic map. Okay, so I wanna see how this geometry looks with daylight. Because remember, we aren't using daylight on this map. So let me fire up the other testing map, the one that we've been using on the live stream, to see how this geometry looks on daylight. Okay, so this is the other one. I'm gonna be working with this one later. I think this one is gonna have a very, very nice touch. Yeah, when we add the displacement. And this one too. I'm excited about those two. We're gonna do that later. Okay, so let me find the dungeon wall. Yep, there it is. And okay. So I'm just trying stuff. I'm just trying to see how these things look on daylight. Oh, this looks nice. We get even better details with daylight. I like how this looks. Awesome. The walls look nice also. We're getting very nice shadows, soft shadows on the geometry. Yeah, these are all the maps in action. Also, our friend, I Simply Design, sent a new message on Twitch, and it says, I've used Unreal for about 2 to 3 years. I stopped for a bit to learn 3D modeling skills. Have recently picked it back up. Oh, awesome. That sounds great. You have even more experience than me with Unreal. I just started using Unreal in October, I think. Yeah, October of last year, after the Unity disaster. I was making this game in Unity. This was a 2D game, completely 2D game. And yeah, the Unity disaster happened, and I didn't want to keep using Unity. Didn't felt safe as a solo developer, and yeah, I decided on Unreal, and I've been using it for this last couple months. So yeah, that has been my process. I see that you're learning 3D modeling. Are you studying it formally in an academic setting, or are you just learning by yourself? I studied a bit of 3D modeling a couple of years ago here in the place where I live, and it's a lot of work, people. If you're watching, wherever you're watching, if you're watching Twitch, on YouTube, Twitter, X, learning 3D modeling, it's really a lot of work. Yeah, it's very hard to become a 3D generalist and everything. So I must imagine why it makes sense that you stopped using Unreal Engine for a bit to get into the 3D modeling I simply designed. Okay, so I like how these materials look on the daylight. Let's get back into the dungeon setting so I can continue with the other ones and maybe start adding some more stuff to the map. Okay. So yeah, this has been my process using Unreal Engine a couple months ago, starting with it a couple months ago and learning about it, to transition, to migrate a 2D game into 2.5D graphics. It has been a challenge, but it has been so much fun. I haven't had second thoughts, not even for one day, not a bit. When I came from Unity to Unreal Engine, I've just had a very nice experience with it, and I'm really enjoying it and having lots of fun. Okay, let's try this one now. Also, our friend I Simply Design says, I self-taught myself using online courses. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's the way. This is the way. I started learning it so I could make my own models for games and fell in love with it as a way of making art. Yeah, definitely. It is a very deep field, very hard to master field, 3D modeling. And there's lots of software. What software are you currently using for your learning purposes and your project purposes? Are you using Blender or Maya? I was just trying ZBrush yesterday. I wanna try and see if I can make some pixel art stuff work with ZBrush. Oh, so friend I Simply Design says that you're using Blender. Yeah, Blender is awesome. It's a very powerful software. Yeah, I remember like 10 years ago. Yeah, when I started with 3D almost 10 years ago, like 10-11 years ago, and Blender wasn't that close to Maya. Maya was very it was much more powerful, and now Blender is just at the side to side with Maya. So it's really cool that this free and open software started becoming an industry standard, because it's a very powerful software now. You can do everything with Blender. So yeah, I understand your process of learning by yourself. Yeah, it's the same process that I've been having with graphic design and making games and coding and everything. I haven't studied in an academic setting neither. Okay, I'm not liking some of the stuff here. Let me see this material. Yeah, this is way too much on the normal map. Yeah. Okay, so let me find that texture. I think this one is no. Floor tiles. I think this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me find the height map. Okay. Are we sure this is 128 by 128? Let me check here. Yep. That is the right resolution. Okay, so yeah, there isn't. Also, our friend, I simply design. Have you been working on an animation project currently in Blender? Or you make projects by yourself, or you're working on a team? 3D modeling is very hard. I would say that 3D modeling and 3D animation and stuff, it's very hard to do by yourself. A whole animation project and everything. So, are you making projects currently by yourself, or are you on a studio? Let me know in on the chat, on the comments. This one's going to be height. Also, our friend, I simply design. I'm completely solo. I just make what I want to make, really. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I really get it. That's my motto. Also, I'm gonna frame that one, because that's my way of living. I'm completely solo. I just make what I want to make, really. Yeah, I completely get it. That's my whole process too. So yeah, really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm really enjoying the conversation. Okay. So we're adding the, what am I doing now? We're adding the tessellation, the height map, to the displacement map to this material, this floor material. I do not know if I'm liking some of the details here. I will be looking into that. But yeah, let's see how it looks with all the maps working. Let's try 15 for this one, because this is also a floor, and 0.2 on the center. Okay, so this is without the height map, and let's enable the nanite stuff. So it's loading. The shader is being prepared. Oh, now it's way too much. Yep, it's way too much now. So let me see what we can do here. So as I was saying before, you gotta find the balance between things. Sometimes way too high numbers, higher numbers don't work. I would say this one would work with an 8 magnitude. It's been reconstructed. Yeah, I think 8 works. Let's see this one in gameplay. So I think it needs a bit more. Yep, definitely. I would add a bit more of displacement to this one. Just a bit more. Let's try. Oh, where did I change? Oh yeah, this is the one. Let's try 13. Okay, I'm gonna apply it. Let's see how 13 works. Yeah, maybe it looks a bit exaggerated from with the camera from here, but when you go into gameplay, it isn't. So I think it works. I think it definitely works. Yep, 13 works. I like it. Okay, awesome. Also, our friend, this I simply signed, says, I just rebranded, discarded dev. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a more fun, more fun brand, like NerdyPunkDev, discarded dev. They're a bit more out of the box brands. So yeah, really like the new branded. Awesome. Okay, so I'm liking how this is looking. I'm gonna come back to this to start working on the layout of this dungeon. I'm gonna work on the lighting of things. Maybe add some neon things around here. Yep, definitely. And yeah, let's circle back to this one later. Let's go into the other map because I'm really excited about some of the other materials that were looking a bit flat yesterday, and I really want to see how they look with the nanite tessellation. Oh, so we've got a couple viewers now. We've got a viewer on YouTube, three viewers on Twitch, and it says 54 on Twitter, on X. So really appreciate everyone that you're here, you're watching. Okay, really appreciate it that you're here. You can leave a comment if you want. I'm happy to chat, happy to share about the process. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm gonna delete this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. I'm just gonna work with this. I'm gonna delete all of this. I'm gonna turn this into blueprint. Definitely. I'm gonna, oh, this one's gonna look awesome with a displacement. I'm gonna show how this one looks with a displacement later. Let's start working with this one, the ground one. Okay, so let me delete some of this stuff. So this is just my live streaming testing map. That's why it looks like a mess. I'm just testing stuff. I've got like the main map for the game, which is the one that I currently work off stream, where I work on the story of the game and everything and the details. And I will be showing a bit of that one in the upcoming weeks. Okay, so let's start with this one. This one will look awesome. Okay, let's browse into asset. Did I bring the, oh, I already got the height map here. Yep. So there's no editing involved in Sprite for this one. What am I using here? Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. Yep. Okay, so let's apply that one, and let's see what the right parameters for this one would be. The displacement, let's change the center to 0.2. This is the center, the parameter that has been working for me for these ground textures, these ground materials. Let's try 20 just for now, just to see how this is looking. So we've got the roughness. Does this one had a specular or a metallic? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we've got no additional geometry here. We gotta enable nanite, and let's see what happens now. Oh, so there it is. Oh, with this one, okay, this is a nice. Oh yeah, we're getting the additional geometry. This is a nice experiment because we're getting sims now. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. What's happening here? And try 0.4 and maybe 40 on the magnitude so we can see more of the rocks. Oh, now it's way too much. Okay, we're getting the ground now, but we're getting those weird seams there. Yeah, that is related to the center of the displacement. What happens if I use 1? Okay, it gets higher, right? So let's try and use the lowest one, 0.1. Oh, now it's looking nice. Yeah, 0.11 works for this one. Let me see how it looks in gameplay. Dude, I like this one. This one looks great. We're getting a very nice touch from this ground. Very nice geometry. Yep. Yeah, so see, we gotta play around with the center and the magnitude of the displacement. Some textures will work with some parameters, others will not. That's the thing about this. You gotta play around with things. But I really like this one. Maybe we can add a bit, even a bit more of displacement. Let's try and be a bit more extreme. I'm pretty sure that by pumping up the numbers up, we're gonna be clipping some. Oh, see, this looks nice. Maybe this is way too much. But yeah, let's see how it looks. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna clip the feet of the spaceman, but let's see if it looks. Oh, doesn't look that bad, right? Yep. I think 60 in the magnitude looks nice, and it does make sense that if this is a soft kind of ground sand, your feet would get a bit into the sand, right, into the soil. So I think 60 works. And the shadows, holy shit, they look nice. See the details in the shadows of the rocks, they do look nice. Let me change this one to the high settings. See these shadows. Wow, this is looking awesome. Great details here. Let me see if we can see it on gameplay without getting some stuttering in OBS. Yeah, it seems to be working. Okay, so this is how it looks on high settings, on high quality graphic settings. Oh, I like this. I like this ground. Awesome. Nice progress. We went from a very flat ground. Now we've got all of this geometry, additional geometry, with no performance hit. There's no performance hit here. It is even faster than what we had before. It's like magic. This nanite stuff in Unreal Engine, it's definitely like magic. Awesome. Let's try another one. Let's try this one. I'm very excited about this one and about this one because they have a lot of additional geometry. Yeah. Unlike the ones from the ground, which just adds a bit of geometry, these ones have a lot of additional geometry. So let's try those ones. Okay, so let me see, what is the size of this one? 128 also. Okay, did we get the height map? No, we don't have the height map of this one. This is the ground bark. So let's get it on Sprite. Just gonna close some of this stuff to get a bit of more organization. So if you're watching, let me know that you're watching. Leave a comment. Would really be happy to chat, happy to know about your creative process. If you're also creative, if you're a gamer, let me know which games do you play, which things do you like. Would be really happy to talk. Okay. This is the bark. Yeah, this one. No, this is the tree bark. I think this is the one. Yep, this is the one. This is the height map. Oh yeah, this one's gonna add a lot of geometry. Exciting. Okay, so this is the process, people. Just downscaling some stuff in Sprite, turning it into pixel art, changing the filtering of the images, so there is no filtering, no blurring on the textures, and everything just snaps inside the engine with the other assets. Okay, so the music stopped. Let me find a new playlist. Okay, there it is. Let me restart this. Okay, let me check. Which is this one? I think this one was ground bark. Now let me see, what is the name? Ground bark. Yep. Oh, there it is. Ground bark. One height. Okay, let's import this one here. I like this one, this music. It's like a Japanese pop, J-pop, Zelda. The Zelda soundtrack turned into Japanese pop, which is very exciting. Lots of fun, right? Yeah, I like the vibe of this. Round bark. Okay. this? No. This is the one. Also, our friend Discarded Dev is asking, how do you find the sprite? Been thinking of giving it a go. Dude, sprite is like the king. I've tried other pixel art software, and yeah, I would say that in a very sincere way, in a very humble way, that it is king. Sprite is king. It is the best software, the all-around software for pixel art. You got the better tools, the better updates. It is a very powerful software. Just give it a go. You're not gonna, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna regret it. Yeah, definitely. And Discarded Dev says, and I see you're able to make other texture maps than just diffuse. Do you make that manually, or is there tools in Sprite? Oh no, I'm not making this manually. I have tried making those manually, but currently for this process I'm using some material packs. So all of these materials bring the maps, and I work with them inside the sprite. I change the colors and add some details and everything, but they already have the maps, the other texture maps. I could say that I wouldn't make these maps from scratch in Sprite. I would do them with another software like Photoshop or Affinity software. I'm currently using Affinity software. I discarded Photoshop because of that subscription a couple of years ago, and I'm currently using Affinity, which is the competition. And if I wanted to make these maps, I would definitely try making them. If I was trying to make them from scratch, I would definitely would be making them in one of these photo editing software, and afterwards I would just bring them into Sprite for the getting rid of the filtering and turning down the resolution of the overall texture. But yeah, just give it a go. Sprite is my go-to software for all of the pixel art that you're seeing. You can see some of this stuff. These are textures I made on Sprite. These are textures. These also, everything that you see here is made through Sprite or other softwares. So yeah, the models are made in Crocodile 3D, but Sprite is like the software that I use for characters, non-playable characters, the animation of the spaceman and everything. All it's made on Sprite. It's my go-to software, and I'm not even an expert. I would say I'm not even an expert in pixel art. There are lots of other tools that you can use with Sprite to make even more complex stuff. So just give it a go for it. You're not gonna regret it. It's a very nice investment in I would say in a game development journey. Okay, so let's put this one here, and let's start with 40 and 0.2 on the center. Okay, let's enable the nanite stuff. It's preparing the shader, and there it is. Now we've got the additional geometry. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna exaggerate this one a bit more. Let's try and double that. Let a bit extreme. Oh, now I think it's way too much. Is it? Yeah, it's way too much. We're getting some weird shadows here and there. Yeah, it's way too much. So let's try with 60 and change the center back to 0.2. Yeah, I like this one. Let's turn it into the blueprint. Okay, this one's going to be BP ground bark. Oh, got a typo there. Ground bark 1. So I was watching a couple days ago. I was watching this new movie. It isn't that new, so I'm gonna fix this later. It doesn't matter at the moment because these are seamless textures and they just snap. Yeah, we will not even be able to see this, but I'm gonna fix it later. There's lots of additional geometry. Yup. This is awesome. Yeah. Also, I was watching this new movie, the Godzilla -1 movie, and dude, the VFX is just incredible. It's a very, very nice movie. I would definitely recommend it to anyone that wants to watch a movie with lots of Japanese culture. I'm just trying to see here the shadows, how the shadows work depending on the rotation of things. But yeah, it's a really, really cool movie. Also, our friend Discarded Dev says, how would you go about fixing the edges? Well, I'm not gonna fix these edges. I'm just gonna get rid of them because before I've been working with this kind of geometry, see? And I don't really need the sides of this. See, from down here you can see I just started working with this type of geometry, adding the sides just for the sake of having a visual aid for myself, a visual cue. But I really don't need that additional geometry, so I'm just gonna fix all of the models, get rid of the sides. I just need the top plane, and the top plane doesn't need any fixing. It's just gonna snap. So here you can see that it looks a bit funky, right? But when I start duplicating it, you're not gonna see any of those seams because of how well the texture is made. So I'm just gonna get rid of these sides because they will not be visible on the game. So that's what I'm gonna do later. And now I'm gonna start duplicating this geometry so you can see, we all can see how seamless this is. Well, I think we can see it here. Okay, see here on this one we've got all of this down here, and it seems funky right here. It seems funky, but I wouldn't even be able as a player to get to this edge. I would have some kind of obstacle here, so we wouldn't be able to get to the edge. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of that. Okay, so what was I talking about? We're gonna turn this one into the blueprint. Okay, so now I can start duplicating it and we can see what I was talking about. See, now I'm duplicating it with the blueprint and there's no seams. That's the power of a very well made seamless texture. Yeah, the texture makes the hard lifting. Yeah, our friend Discarded Dev says, right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it looks good. Thanks a lot, dude. Yeah, it looks good, right? There's no visible seams at all. Okay, so let's see how it looks on gameplay. Let me just check that everything is working on OBS. I sometimes get some glitching, some lagging when I turn the high scalability graphic settings on Unreal. So let's see if this works. I'm checking out OBS right now. Yeah, it seems to be working. No lagging. The frame per second seem to be okay. And yeah, the texture, the geometry looks great. Awesome geometry. This is game changer for the game and everything. Using the displacement with nanite, the tessellation it's a game changer. It's gonna give so much more life into the game, into the game world. Definitely. So now let's go with this one. This one is interesting. This one is a very interesting experiment, because there's a lot of additional geometry on this one. So let's see if we can make that work. But yeah, this looks nice. I really like this. And I'm definitely gonna be editing some of the colors, the hues of these textures, so I can make it more consistent with what I already have on the game. So let's go with this one. Do we have the height map? No, I don't have the height map. So let's go into a sprite. Grass with roots, ground with rocks. Yeah, this one was ground with roots. Yeah, this is the one. And oh, interesting height map. Let's see how it looks. Cool beat. This is a nice beat. It's got a nice vibe. Talking about music, I will be live streaming on, if you're watching, thanks a lot for watching, really appreciate it. I will be live streaming on Saturday at the same hour in which I started today. Wherever you are, just check out my schedule on Twitch. It's localized to where you are. I'm gonna be live streaming some live music composing. I'm gonna be working on the soundtrack of the game on Saturday. And yeah, I'm gonna be working with Logic and some digital synth and everything. So I'm gonna be sharing about that process on Saturday. So make sure to come back on Saturday if you want to see how the soundtrack of Spaceman Memories is being made. Okay, so make sure to come back. Okay. Did I save this one already? Oh no, this one is another one. This one would be dungeon floor 2. Okay. Okay, there it is. This is an interesting one. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a bit of a challenge to make it look right, or maybe not. Maybe it looks right at the first try. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's see the displacement. Gotta play around with the values in this one. There's a lot of additional geometry. We don't want to clip the feet of the spaceman. So let's see how this works. I'm gonna start with 20 on the magnitude and 0.2 on the center. Gonna apply it. No displacement. And let's enable nanite. And there, we've got the displacement. Okay. Yeah, I think this one will work with 0.1 on the center. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 0.1 is the right setting for the center of this one. I think it looks nice, but maybe a bit higher on the magnitude. Also, our friend Discarded Dev sent a message. Sorry, I hadn't seen it. Discarded Dev says, sounds cool. I'll be going to a convention, unfortunately, but if I find time, I'll check in. Oh, thanks, dude. No worries. Which convention are you going to? Is it about games or comics or let me know. Yeah, I was thinking about going into a convention where I live, but I discarded the plan because I have some things to do. But yeah, sounds like fun. What is the convention about? Okay, let's try 35 on the magnitude for this one. Oh, 35 looks nice. Are we gonna get clipping on the feet of the spaceman? Let's see if we're gonna get clipping on the feet of the spaceman. No, there's no clipping. It's looking nice. Nice roots, right? It's like a magical dark forest. Dude, the details look awesome. It's astonishing to me that we're getting all of this new geometry with the 128 by 128 displacement map. Yeah, and it looks nice. I'm liking this. Really cool. Also, we're almost up to 2 hours. Awesome. Fun stream. Very fun stream. Okay. Maybe we can pump it a little more. Let's try and see something extreme. Let's try the 60. I'm definitely gonna leave it at 35, but just for the sake of seeing how something... Oh, so yeah, this is way too much. See? Now we're getting too crazy. 60 is way too much. Also, our friend Discarded Dev says the convention is about gaming. There's esports and just a bunch of stands for games related stuff. There's also D&D stuff too. Awesome. sounds like heaven, dude. Yeah, sounds like fun. I hope you have a very nice Saturday in the convention. And our friend Discarded Dev says that ground looks awesome, by the way. It would be awesome with like a purple hue ambience. Yup, definitely. I will be trying to do something like that. That is a great idea. So now we are. I thought that the 60 on the magnitude would be way too extreme, but it isn't looking that crazy. It isn't looking that crazy. Let's see how it looks on the high resolution settings, so we can see softer shadows on it. And it isn't looking that crazy. Let's see it again. Yeah, this ground is looking nice. This is going to be a nice ground for this magic forest. Yup, looks great. I'm really digging this one. I think I'm gonna leave it at 60. I thought that 60 was gonna be too extreme, but I think it looks nice. Yeah, this is going to be very somber forest and adding cool enemies around here. I'm gonna working on this through the weekend. Yeah, so I'm currently working on the combat system. Let me just give a bit of context on how the combat system is gonna look. I've been working on the coding of it. Let me just fire up my Twitter profile here. And this is how the combat system will look. Yeah, it's like this. It is inspired by the combat system of Octopath Traveler. It will not be as complex, and some things are gonna be a bit different, but this is how the combat system is gonna look. I'm currently working on it. It's rough around the edges, but on the upcoming weeks, I'm definitely gonna be showing some of it on the live stream. So yeah, this is how the combat system is gonna look, and let's hope that we can start using the textures, the new materials, and this type of environments to give more life to it. Also, our friend Discarded Dev. Okay, so let me, before I answer your question, let me just find a new playlist, so we don't have all of that awkward silence. Let me see. I'm gonna put this one again. I like this one, the one from the beginning. Also, our friend Discarded Dev is asking what you have planned for the combat. Also, the combat is gonna be, as this is a JRPG, well, this is a JRPG as in the classic version of them, because they're not always like this anymore. Not all of them are combat, turn-based combat. So this is gonna be turn-based combat. This is in Japanese currently, because I've also been localizing the game to Japanese, and most of my, I would say 99% of my audience on Twitter is Japanese, so that's why I post things in Japanese there. We're gonna have the attack, the defense, the items, and the fleeing. That would be the 4 available buttons. And like in Octopath Traveler, we would not be able to see the current health of the enemies. There's some random stuff involved there. to make the combat more fun and more unexpected. So yeah, like in Octopath Traveler, we would have visual cues about how the health of the enemy would be. Also, we got our friend Abdul on YouTube. Thanks for being here, Abdul. Really appreciate it that you're back. How's everything going? I'm just answering a question to our friend Discarded Dev. And yeah, the combat is gonna be simple. I don't wanna try to make complex combat on this game because I'm learning the ropes of the engine. And yeah, I want to make progress and make sure to finish the game and don't get overwhelmed on complex stuff. So I would say that the combat would be like a mix between Octopath Traveler and the classic Earthbound games, the mother games. Very simple combat, but very fun combat. So we can go through the story. Yeah, that would be in layman terms, that would be the combat of the game. Okay, so let's get back into Unreal. So our friend Abdul on YouTube, how's everything going, dude? Have you been working on your game? Yeah, everything's going fine. Yeah, you weren't on the previous streams, so I'm glad you're back here, and we can talk about the game development process. Have you been working on games lately? Okay, let me fire up. So now that we are able to use the displacement maps, I think I want to use more of these materials around here, because I felt a bit disappointed yesterday about the... Okay, let's try some wood. Let's try some wood. This rock looks awesome. Yeah, but let's try some wood, okay? Okay. Oh, this one looks nice. Definitely. We'll see if I can make it work. Let's try some different type of geometry. Maybe like a rectangle to make some... Yeah, I'll go with this one. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Just to see the experiment. Okay, so... Let me... Okay, so our friend Abdul says on YouTube, bro, so school is so nice. I have 7 A's and 4 B's on my school certificate. Awesome, dude. Congratulations. So yeah, it was a good effort. But I haven't worked on my game lately. Oh, let's hope that you get back in the game, dude. Yeah. It's nice that you got good grades in school. Our friend Abdul is a very young game developer, which has been also working with Unreal Engine. Okay, so when you get close to the geometry, it looks a bit funky, right? But that doesn't matter because the camera is gonna be like around here, and the detail isn't that bad from far away. Okay, so let me fire up a sprite here. Let's try a new geometry. Let's try to make some wood planks for the water. Yeah, let's try to make some kind of dock. Let's try and make a dock. Maybe around here. Yeah. Let's try and make a dock just for the sake of seeing the wood material. Okay, so we've got these wood planks. I'm gonna create a new folder. wood planks. 2. Okay, awesome. So now a sprite. Oh, let me open this one first. Unzip it. I'm gonna unzip the file. Okay, so let me see this one. Oh, so we're up to 2 hours and 10 minutes on the stream. Really fun stream. I'm really liking it. Very nice progress. Using this nanite tessellation stuff has been a game changer for how things are gonna be looking. Definitely. Okay, so this is the wood plant texture. Let's try 128. 128. Yep. Okay, there it is. Let's add some layers for the other maps. So we got the ambient occlusion, the height map, the normal, direct text, and the roughness. Awesome. So let me check here. Is this? Yep, this is the ambient occlusion. Okay, let's grab the height map. We're gonna be naming the layers here because I don't want to get lost later. Okay. So I'm gonna try and make some wood planks with this material and trying to make different kind of geometry, like more rectangle geometry in crocodile to see how the asset looks. We'll see if we can make this work. We'll see. We'll see if this one works. Yeah, we've got the normal. Now let's do this again. Okay, awesome. This is the height map, and now the normal and the roughness map. And we're almost there, so we can go into crocodile to do that 3D modeling. This is a nice example. Also, our friend Discarded Dev says, I gotta go, have work to do, have a good rest of the stream. Really appreciate it, dude. Thanks for hanging out. It was a very nice conversation. I hope that everything goes well on the rest of your day, and my best wishes for all of your endeavors, all of your projects, your 3D animation, and you getting back into Unreal Engine. Let's hope that we can see some of the games that you have made or you are making on the next few months. Just let me know when you have made any progress. Thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it, dude. I hope that I can see you any other day here. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye bye. Okay. So we've got this is the roughness map. Also, our friend Abdul on YouTube says, I'm gonna learn coding. Which language are you learning, Abdul? Are you learning C++ for real, or some other language for other stuff? Okay, let me see here. Yes, this one's gonna be a new one. Wood planks 2. Our friend Abdul says that he's gonna learn coding. Which language are you learning, Abdul? Also, our friend Abdul just answered, because my coding sucks. No worries, dude. You're very young. You still have a lot of time to become great at this. But I'm gonna read the whole response because my coding sucks, and I think I'll start with Python to get easily started. Yeah, that's a great idea. And then I'm going for Java and C, and if if you still have the motivation, then C++. Yeah, that sounds like a plan, dude. Start with Python. Yeah, at your age, Python is a good language to start learning. You can even make games with Python, 2D games. You can try that. There's this framework. There's multiple frameworks to make 2D games with Python. But yeah, that's a nice journey that you want to make, going from Python to Java and then to C and then to C++. Yeah, sounds great. At your age, that sounds great. Sounds like a plan. Go for it. What are you planning to use Python for? For games or some other kind of projects? Okay, we've got the height map here and the ambient occlusion, and finally the color. Also, we've got a response from our friend Abdul on YouTube. Just to learn coding, so Python is good for starting to understand how coding works. Yeah, Python is very good for starting and learn how coding works, and you can make very complex stuff in lots of fields. You can use it for software, web development, data science, AI. Most of the AI stuff that we're seeing right now on the mainstream media and everything, many of it is built with Python. So yeah, it's a very nice language that you should definitely be learning at your age. Yeah, it's good to learn it, to understand how the coding works, because I think it would be a bit overwhelming for you at the moment to try and start with something like C++. I think C++ is C and C++. We all know they are king. Those are the kings of everything, but they can be a bit overwhelming for beginners. So yeah, Python would be a better way to not get disappointed on the beginning of the learning process. Okay, so let's go into Crocodile. Let me save this one. Gonna replace it and let's make a new scene. Also, our friend Abdul says on YouTube, my first language was C#, and that was a mistake. Yep, that could be a mistake at your age. Yeah, it can be kind of overwhelming. I think C# has its very fun stuff. I used it in Unity for a couple of years, and I ended up liking it. But at the beginning, when I was trying to learn C#, it was kind of frustrating. Yeah, when you don't have that talent with coding, it's hard, and yeah, it can be an overwhelming language. So yeah, better go with Python for the moment. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the wood planks. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this one's gonna be, I'd say a bit, maybe too high resolution. Maybe for this one specifically, we can go with the 96 by 96 resolution. Because I'm looking at this and it isn't looking that much like pixel art. It's just looking like very low res texture. So let me see. Let's check on a sprite. The sprite size. Let's try the 96. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one looks better for our needs. So I'll definitely be using this one for the wood planks. Would I make this flat? I don't know if I'm... Let's just try and see how this looks. Let's try and see how this looks. It'll definitely look better than the previous planks that I had. But I'm definitely gonna add some... Yup, it's a bit flat. Let's add some contrast to this. Okay. Now let me start from scratch. I think we lost way too much detail on the downscaling. Okay, this is the original one, right? Yep, this is the one. Okay, so let me see the difference between... Oh yeah, there's definitely a difference. We lost a lot of details here. Yep, that doesn't work. The downscaling method of the nearest neighbor in Sprite doesn't work. You should downscale the whole texture down to what you need. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Sorry about it, but yeah, it was too much of a high resolution. Stopped looking as pixel art, and we want to keep that pixel art look. Okay, there it is. Yep, we've got way more detail. Oh, yeah, I pasted it on the wrong layer. No. Okay, awesome. And this is a roughness map. We're still missing the ambient occlusion one. Gotta open that one again. Okay, great. And let me open up the ambient occlusion one. Yeah, the original one. Okay, awesome. Let's export this so we can bring it into Crocodile 3D. So this one will be ambient occlusion. Yes, replace it. This one is roughness, right? Now the normal map. The magic one, the hide map. This is like magic. It's just an image and it adds so much geometry. It's awesome. And color. Okay, so let's start again here. Yeah, this would be our wood planks. Let's see if this works. I think I want a bit of more. Yeah, I'll definitely want a bit of more detail here. So let's pump up the contrast. Or maybe not yet. Let's see how it looks with the other maps, because sometimes the shadows and the lighting and everything and the maps on top of each other on the material gives volume to everything. Maybe I'm just seeing it flat here, so I'm gonna wait before I do that. I'm gonna export this. It's very simple, but we'll see how it looks. Okay, maybe I'm gonna use 20 there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use 20. This one's gonna be wood planks 2. Okay, let's go back into Unreal. here it is. Let's see if the size is right. Yep, that's a nice size. Definitely, this works. Okay, let's start. And this is gonna be material, wooden planks. And we're gonna change the filter of this one to 2D pixels, unfiltered. And let's import the other. Let's get this one, this one, this one, this one. Awesome. Oh, we're getting this issue with, I don't know why this happens sometimes in Crocodile. Oh, I get it. Yeah, definitely, I get it. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, when we change the size of the tile set, seems like when we export the texture, we're still gonna get some blank space from the previous size of the tile set. So let me just confirm that this is what's happening. Let me see here. Let me just confirm that. Okay, let's try and export this one now. See if this one works. It is different. Yes. No. Let me fix some stuff here. I'm gonna delete all of this and export this. Okay, I'm gonna re-import it. We're getting that. I don't know why that happens. Can't seem to grasp why that happens. But yeah, I've been having this issue with Crocodile where I get this blank space. See? This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why that is happening. Let me just check here. What is this? What is this number? I'm just trying to find out what is happening here. Why am I getting that blank space on the texture, on the export of the texture? Let me see if we're getting it again. Yeah, we're getting it again. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna do the longer process. Now I'm gonna export this one. And we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the same UV mapping and the same the same size of the texture if I export it from Crocodile. Okay, I'm just replacing the textures here just for the export. Oh, I'm exporting the wrong with the wrong names. Yeah, fucked up there. This one's gonna be height. Okay, we've got the normal maps. We're missing the roughness map. Yep, we're missing the roughness map. Also, our friend Abdul, are you still there on YouTube? Let me know. Oh, we've got more people on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Really happy about that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Also, you can find me on Twitch if you like watching live streams on Twitch. I'm also on Twitch and on Twitter, X. Those are the 3 platforms in which I'm currently live streaming. Let me see. Did I change the name? Yeah, roughness. Oh, so let me see. Let's delete all of this. So we got let me fix that one. This one is ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion, yep. We're missing the color one. Yeah, the most important one. Yep, this is the one. And this is gonna be color. Oh. Oh. This one was wood plank. 2 color. Yep, awesome. Also, our friend Abdul says that you're still watching. Thanks for still being here, dude. Really appreciate it. Where are you learning Python, by the way? Are you using books or are you watching tutorials or any courses on the web? What do you prefer? What is your preferred method of learning? By the way, if you're watching Twitch, I'm reading the latest comments, whichever they are, on the chat, and the latest ones are from Abdul on YouTube. But if you also comment on Twitch, I'll be reading them also. Okay, so we've got everything set. Okay, now it will work. See, now we've got this blank space on every one of the textures. Don't know why that happens, but anyways, it works. Okay, let's create the material. Okay, this one's gonna be material, wood planks. Awesome. We're gonna apply it beforehand. Okay, there it is. It's already looking kind of decent, right? But there's no magic involved yet. Let's start adding the magic. Okay. Okay, let's drag and drop. So this one is ambient occlusion, this one is the height map, normal map, and roughness. Okay, let me just grab some of these nodes so I can bring them here. I'm gonna put this one with the normal. This one goes with the ambient occlusion. This one goes in the displacement, and this texture map goes in the roughness. So our friend Abdul says that he's learning Python programming through YouTube and some websites. Awesome, dude. Yeah, it's the easiest way. Yeah, that's the easiest way to learn that language. There's so much content and resources. Because Python has had like its moment. It's having its moment in the last few years. I happen to know that it wasn't that used like a couple years ago, like 10 to 15 years ago, but in the current years it has become so mainstream, and everyone's using it for so many cool stuff. It's a very powerful language. Also, our friend Abdul is asking, how did I learn to code? How did I learn programming? Well, I started with videos. Also, I started with videos on YouTube. Also, I've watched some courses on Udemy, but currently at the moment I've been trying to learn by reading stuff. I've been trying to find the beauty in reading slowly and trying to find books about things or websites in which you gotta read the content to learn about it. So yeah, I also started with video like you, but as I am in a kind of a deep work journey, I want to learn more about deep work and how to get into deep work mode. I'm trying to learn in a slower way. It's way more boring, but it's a nice practice to take a step back and try to learn things by reading stuff, which it's a bit of a lost art in the current landscape in which we all learn most of the stuff through videos. So yeah, I started learning with videos, and now I'm liking more the reading stuff. Okay, so the music stopped. Let me find a new playlist. Okay, let's find a new playlist. Let me see. No, we already listened to that one. Okay, let me think which. Let me see, so we can get rid of this awkward silence without the music. I can't work without music. Too awkward for me. Definitely. Okay, so let's listen again the Zelda funk. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this one here. Let's go and see the displacement magnitude. Let's try 20. I think it's gonna be a bit on the extreme side for this kind of material, the wood. Let me see. Here it is. Nice. Okay, enable that. It's preparing the shaders. It's loading, and yeah, it's compiled, and it looks now. Oh, there it is. This is how it looks with the shader. Let's see how it looks inside the game. Doesn't look that bad, right? This doesn't make any sense. The player will not be able to do this. We will definitely not be able to walk through here. I'm just playing around here just to see how it looks in gameplay, to see the texture, how it looks in gameplay. Okay, so let's walk up there. Are we on medium settings? No, we're in high settings. So let me lower it to medium settings so we can get better performance. Okay, so let's see. Let's go and see how this wood looks. I like to see things on the gameplay because we have a much clearer idea with the game camera and everything. Also, the train left, right? Man, this is looking nice. Maybe way too nice. Yep, maybe way too nice. Yeah, way too nice for my taste or for the other assets. It doesn't look that much like pixel art anymore. I think it's very detailed, but it looks nice. I like the wood. Yep. Because these were the previous wooden planks. They were very simple. I was just using them to see how it would look underwater. So these are the other wooden planks. Yeah, I definitely think I will try to turn this into something like this with displacement, but I'll definitely be looking more into using something like this because this one is way too high resolution. Doesn't feel like pixel art anymore. Looks very nice. I like it, but it doesn't look like pixel art anymore from far away. This one still looks like pixel art. Or maybe I can edit this one. Yeah, maybe I can edit the texture to add some more details to it. Yeah, definitely. Also, our friend Abdul says, Did you look for level design assistance? This is in the Unreal Engine Marketplace. No, I haven't really. Sincerely, I haven't looked into the level design tools, because I've been building some of the stuff with blueprints, but I will definitely be looking into it. Just leave me the name of the specific tool that you're using, because I think I forgot about it. So please leave the name so I can check out the chat after the stream and go and see how the tool works, and I can start using it. Thanks, Abdul, for reminding me. Really appreciate it. So yeah, this definitely looks way too nice for the pixel art look of the game. Way too nice. I'm gonna try and turn this one into this one with the displacement. Okay, that's what I'm gonna try and do, definitely, because it doesn't. Yeah, I like it, but it doesn't work. Yeah, you gotta know when you're working with this kind of assets, graphic assets in 2.5D pixel art, you gotta find the balance between things looking way too realistic and things looking way too basic. Maybe they can look way too basic, but it's best if things still keep the pixel art look. See, like this one, this still feels like pixel art. It's very high resolution geometry, but the texture, it's still pixel art. As this one keeps the, see, we can still see the pixels. It's high resolution geometry. The one from the wall too, it's still pixel art, but the wooden planks definitely don't look like pixel art anymore. See, this one still looks like pixel art. So that was a nice experiment using that one. As I said before, not all of the textures will work always with this technique of trying to turn things into pixel art, lower resolution stuff. So yeah. Also, our friend Abdul, I'm waiting for your response on the name of the tool. I would really appreciate it if you reminded me what was the name of the tool that you were using. So we're up to 2 hours and 52 minutes. I'm gonna be finishing the stream in a couple minutes. This was a nice stream, lots of fun, lots of interaction, fun conversations with my friends on Twitch and on YouTube. Really appreciate it that you're here. But yeah, I'll definitely be closing the stream in a couple minutes, and I'll be working on some other stuff off stream so I can show some of the progress tomorrow. Also, as I was saying earlier, on Saturday I'm gonna be having a special stream in which I'm gonna be working specifically on the music of the game, just music composing. I'm gonna be working with Logic Pro, digital synths, a MIDI keyboard. I'm gonna be showing the process and everything. So make sure to come back on Saturday at the same time that I have currently on the schedule on Twitch. I have no schedule. I don't think there's a schedule functionality on YouTube yet, but yeah, I will be starting at the same hour in which I started today. So yeah, I think that'd be all for today. Let's close the stream as always. I think I'm gonna make this a tradition by going into X to see the work of our fellow game developers. Okay, so another post by Cobra Dev, which has been, as I said yesterday, instrumental in my learning process from Real Engine and 2D stuff. Oh, this is a nice tip. I'm gonna look into this one. Okay, This looks nice. This is using the RPG backing engine. Many Japanese game developers love this engine, and they make very nice games with this. Also, our friend Kaburanegi is playing Minecraft. Yeah, Kaburanegi is very supportive. I always receive retweets and reposts and likes from this account, so I really appreciate it. Absence of light. Also, absence of light is working in Godot, working on the gameplay settings of the game. Awesome. Great progress. Oh, this looks nice. Yup. Yeah. I really love this Japanese gaming conventions and how everything is set up on the tables. Oh, no, this isn't Japanese. I think this is Korean Japanese convention. Oh, Korean gaming convention. Sorry, a Korean gaming convention. Yep. Yeah, because this game developer account is from Korea, also making games, and yeah, I love how everything looks here. The blankets look very nice. Very nice. Yep. Oh. This guy's using Unity to develop a classic roguelike for PC. Awesome. Let's hit them up with a follow. See these guys? I've got my Twitter X algorithm tailored to see this all day. I don't see anything else. Everything is about game development. And that's the beauty about this algorithm. You can tailor it to work and show you what you really want to see. There's no other funky shit involved like in Instagram and in TikTok, which want to push other things that you really don't want to see. They think that you want to see them, but you don't really want to see them. So yeah, that's the beauty about this algorithm. In the For You or the following, I will only find game development stuff. No other things. Oh, this looks nice. Yeah, this account has been very supportive also. Studio BBQ also has been very supportive. Very nice animations. I'm liking the animations on the UI. See, this looks nice. I like the pixel art. It looks very classic, like very classic pixel art. Many of these games, and they're very well made. Oh, see, low poly modeling. Okay, so almost at the 3-hour mark. On the 3-hour mark, I'm gonna be closing the stream. Really appreciate it that you're here. Thanks a lot for being here. I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow at the same time, same hour. So if you want to see some more of the process of making the game in Unreal Engine, don't forget to come back. This looks nice. It has this PlayStation 1. Yeah, I would say it's PlayStation 1 graphics. Looks very nice. I like the look of this. Awesome. Oh, game music. Oh, nice. Nice. This looks very complex. Looks very simple graphically because it's very low resolution pixel art, but it must have very complex coding involved underneath. Oh, so this is Unreal Engine too. See? Pretty cool, right? Awesome. Oh, I hadn't seen this account. This game looks fun. The eyes of the character have a lot of personality. Oh, nice. Nice sound effects. Awesome. Okay, so we're up to 3 hours and I'm gonna be closing the stream. Thanks a lot for being here, everyone, wherever you are, on X, Twitter. See, these guys are so creative. Oh shit. Oh shit. What's happening here? This looked fun. The bunny running around with the dinosaur, and see what happens when it hits the tail. Oh. This escalated fast. Yamauchi Game Dev. Awesome, Yamauchi Game Dev. Looks like a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna be closing the stream. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I will be coming back tomorrow to share more about my game development process with Unreal Engine. Really appreciate it. All of the conversations, all of the new subscribers, new followers. Make sure to come back tomorrow and make sure to come back on Saturday, as I will be making a special live stream in which I will only be working on the music of the game with Logic Pro. Thanks a lot, people. Have a great day. Bye.